Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the Transformer Kingdom War for Cybertron K2 Rattrap, and this is a figure that I've been after for quite a while and I finally got it and I'm so happy and I really do like this figure. Now Rattrap is based off the Beast Wars series in the 1990s. Obviously by the name you can tell he turns into a rat. So just taking a look at the figure and the packaging, we can see the figures inside the packaging. Looks really nice. I really wish they did more like this for the core class for the Studio Series, but nevertheless, the Studio Series core class boxes still look great. I just wish they put a plastic window or no window at all, just full on cardboard. But nevertheless, here we have Rattrap right here in the box, Kingdom War for Cybertron. Side of the box we see more of the figure core class. Right here in the box we can even see his alternate form, which is a rat, so I really do like that. On the back of the box we get some product shots of him in both rat form as well as robot form, and he transforms in 18 steps. 18 steps for tiny small figures, so I'm assuming this figure is kind of complicated to do. The Maximo logo right there, so. And then right here we get another side of the packaging where another view of Rattrap. So without further ado, let's crack Rattrap out of his little cage and let's see if he looks as good as the other Maximals do. So upon getting Rattrap out of the packaging, we can clearly see he is a small figure, not any smaller than the Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime, which was the figure right before it, or even the Kingdom Core Class Megatron. So just showing you for a quick comparison right there that this figure is incredibly small. It's about 3.5 inches tall, around the same scale as the Core Class line goes, but the detail on this guy is terrific. It's really great. I really do like how this guy is really detailed. Right here on the we can see the rat head right there, which we'll touch base on later in the rat mode. But right here, I really do like this. Obviously, my camera can't really focus on it that much, but the tiny little Maximo logo right here. I'm actually shocked with what Hasbro has done to put that logo right there. I really do like that. It looks really cool. It gives this figure a bit more character. As far as paintwork goes, I really do like it. We can see some nice metallic silver at the top of the head. Right here we can see some paint for the body where the rat feet would go and everything. The feet are in pink as rats are in pink, and I think rats are disgusting creatures, but I'll just make an exception just for Rattrap. But obviously this figure looks really great, and then you could pose the gun in multiple ways. So the first thing you're gonna have to do to fix this guy to make it look like he's like fresh out of the packaging is that I think I'm just reading off the instructions right now that you have to like do this or something like that. But like you have to have this the whole backpack different or something, I don't know. But then this little tab on the gun could in fact go on the back right here. Just lock it in secure, and the Rattrap looks really nice. It'll look really nice, and the Rattrap could reach back and then grab the gun and fire at any Predacons. As the gun fits on the back, it can also fit in his hands, so that is really nice. Obviously, it should fit in the hands. It is his gun after all. So obviously we can see Rattrap is actually really well painted, really well sculpted. As far as articulation goes, he does have a ball joint on the arm, a ball joint on the elbow, and unfortunately no wrist rotation. I do get it why there's no wrist rotation, but it wouldn't hurt Hasbro just to put like maybe a little swivel. But right here we can see there is a ball joint on the leg, ball joint on the knee, and there is another ball joint right here on the other part of the knee, and a ball joint at the foot. So there's a lot of balls on this figure, a lot of ball joints on this figure. So this figure is actually really well articulated, similar to Optimus Prime. Optimus had a lot of ball joints, and Megatron did as well. So we can see how well this figure is articulated. In fact, it's a bit more articulated than Megatron or Optimus, due to the fact of the transformation and how many points of articulation there is on this figure. So now that we covered that, now let's do a comparison between Rattrap and the other Maximals. So I'll just move Rattrap all the way to the back right there so that we can see all the other Maximals together with him. So here we can see Rattrap compared to the other Maximals, and we can clearly see how small he is to all of them. The smallest Maximal, being Air Razor, is no longer the smallest. Now Rattrap is the smallest right here in the collection, and we can clearly see that Rattrap's head barely makes it up to her waist, so we can see that. And then for Rhinox, we can see Rattrap's head barely makes it to his knee, and the same could be said for Tigertron. So obviously we can see Rattrap is the smallest of the Maximals, and actually this figure is actually really great, really well. Tell me in the comment section down below if you think this guy is gonna appear in Rise of the Beast. I personally think he should, and he will appear in Rise of the Beast. I feel like that's gonna happen, but we'll just wait and see until probably the San Diego Comic-Con if the trailer is released by then. But enough of that. Now let's transform this guy. So the transformation is in fact kind of hard, kind of simple at the same time. So you're just gonna disengage this region like so. After that, you're gonna flip the entire head all the way around like so. Then you can make sure the rat head does pop out. You're gonna make sure this pops out, and honestly that does look like a rat. I'm just, later when I have this fully transformed, I'm gonna put it in my mom's bed because she hates rats and just scare her. Okay, and then after that we're just gonna then rotate the entire arm like so, like that. Do the same process on the other arm right here. You can remove the gun if you do wish to. You can remove it. After that, we're gonna lower this whole region on the arm right here, this whole region, and then this little tab is gonna go inside this little slot on the shoulder. Just gonna make sure that does peg right there, just like so. Once you have that pegged, you're gonna do the same process on the other side. Disengage this gray piece, and then tab this piece right there. Once we do have that done, you're gonna make sure the elbows do in fact bend, so they do look like this. You make sure that they do look like this. I'm merely looking off the instructions, so it's kind of my first time transforming this figure. You're then after that gonna disengage this backpack region right here, flip the tail out all the way like so. Make sure this region does look fat. Make the rat rump pop out, and then you're gonna make sure this region does in fact click right here. So you're just gonna make sure this piece does in fact hide right here. So you're gonna make sure Rattrap's head does look like this, and then once you have that, you're gonna flip that piece right there, just like so. Once we have done that, you're gonna put your attention toward the legs right here. You're gonna rotate them till the toes are facing each other. You're gonna bend this whole region right here. Bend this whole region like so. No, you're gonna have to bend the first ball joint and not the second one. The second one will bend in just a moment. Then you're gonna rotate this region where the other ball joint was. And then after that, you're gonna have to flip it so that it does look like this. Do the same process on this side, flip it. Now you get the feet looking like this. Under that, you're gonna rotate the feet very carefully. I just don't want to scratch this figure or anything. Just gonna rotate them very carefully right here. Once we have that done, we can clearly see how the rat body is slowly forming. And then after that, once we have that done, we're gonna have to tab in the arms. Just gonna make sure that they do in fact face each other like so. Make sure that they do in fact click into place. Once that is done, you're gonna have to lift this region, click these pieces into place like so. Just click these like so. I believe we have already clicked them, but then they'll just keep disengaging. So that's just a little problem that I do have with the figure around those pieces right there. So once we have that done, we're gonna make sure that these pieces are like so. After that, we're gonna lower this region like that. Once that is lowered, fix the tail so that it does in fact pop like so. And then after that, the arms, the back feet, you're gonna make them go like this. And with that all being said, here we have, wait a minute. You're gonna attach the feet somewhere. Yeah, I'll just leave them how they were right there. And with all that being said, here we have Rattrap fully transformed into that really disgusting looking rat form. And honestly, I really do like how this figure does look like. It gives me a lot of Beast Wars nostalgia. I've only seen clips of the Beast Wars series, so try not to spoil it for me. I do want to watch it, but we can clearly see that Rattrap, he does look like how he did in the Beast Wars series. We can have him posed in many ways, so this figure looks really nice. Unfortunately, the front feet cannot pose at all. They don't have any articulation whatsoever. So that's a bit of a bummer. And for the blaster, you can in fact peg it somewhere around here, but I'm not so sure. Pretty sure you could peg it right here on this little hole right here, but I'm not sure. I'll try to check that out later. But unfortunately, the only critique I really do have is that the front feet cannot articulate whatsoever, but only the back feet. And obviously this figure is obviously going to be smaller than the rest of the Maximals. I won't be bringing the rest of them out for a comparison, but we can clearly see that this guy is incredibly small. Actually, it looks more like the size of a mouse than a rat, so this figure is actually really small. We can pair him up with Optimus Prime, or even have Optimus Prime riding him. Honestly, this just looks so sad on so many levels, but we can have that happening or anything. So that was Rattrap's alternate form. Now let's take a look at the detail on the eyes. We can see they're painted in black. We can see some pink for the ears, pink for the nose. We can see the face looks exactly how a rat does look like. We can see the whole body looks like how a rat does, all lumpy and everything. And then we can even see the fur and everything. I just really wish they would have painted this tail maybe in pink to give more of a vibe, a rat vibe, and make it look a little bit more lifelike. But I'm pretty sure this looks at least accurate to how he appeared in Kingdom and in the Beast Wars series. So I really do like how this figure has turned out. So now let me give you my final thoughts and an analysis of this figure. So some final thoughts for the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron K2 Rattrap. This figure is absolutely a must-have figure in the collection. The transformation is a bit finicky, but I really do like that this figure transforms in 18 steps and is actually in the core class line. This is a good way of going in the right direction, making the figures more complex with nice plastic. This figure looks so great. I really do like how this figure has turned out. Scales really well with the Maximals and everything, so I really do like how this figure. Well, that about concludes the video. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, leave a nice comment, and until my next review, I will see you then. Thank you all for watching.